Hello and welcome to my channel, or welcome back. This is Gaiana.ascended. My name is Anastasia. And today's video is going to be the next time you see them, what will happen between the two of you. Sometimes these readings can be a little spicy, sometimes they aren't. I do try to keep it as PG as possible though, so we'll see what comes through. I do have a couple of announcements today. I mentioned in my previous video, there are a couple of links in my description box. There will be another link now for Majdi and his family. So there are 3 links in my description box for people who are very much in need. In fact, there will be a couple of links for Isra as well as a couple of links for Majdi. The PayPal links are the most efficient way to get funds to these beautiful people to help them. This is a very urgent time. And then also I wanted to mention that Allah's daughter, Lana, just had her birthday, day before yesterday, I believe, and they were in a very devastating and challenging experience before the night before her birthday. And she's such a sweet young girl, and it's just so sad that she has to go through this as a child. And so if there's anything that you can contribute to any of these beautiful people, Isra and her children, Allah and her children, or Majdi and his family. Majdi is a phlebotomist. He's a doctor. He's unable to work at this time, of course. And I have known all of these beautiful people for quite some time now, and they're like family to me. So if you have it on your heart to help, please do see those links in my description box. And as far as the announcements go, I, as usual, have a link for Otter Spirit Bracelets as well. It's an affiliate link. I do get a percentage of the sales, and you can use a discount code ANNA20 or ANNA30. There are 2 different types of discounts. There's a new discount link, or rather, excuse me, discount code for 30% off, and I believe that's on a purchase of $99 or more. And then I also have a link for these Juicy Love Messages mini cards that I've created. These are love messages cards. You are so sexy. So if you're interested in purchasing these, they can be purchased at makeplayingcards.com. And I am rebuilding right now financially, personally, but at a certain point, once I am more stable, I want to use the sales of these decks towards the donations to help the people in areas around the world who are struggling. So I have sold a couple of these, so thank you to whoever purchased them. And they do have like a minimum amount before they send me any money. So really, I'm probably just gonna donate whatever I make from these to different causes. And yeah, because I haven't received my payment yet, so that's just kind of accumulating. And once they give me a payout, then I'll let people know what I donated to. So that's what I'm going to do with those. And yeah, so if you're interested at all in helping the beautiful families, those links are there. Or if you're interested in Otter Spirit Bracelets, and these help otters. So yeah, kind of a long intro today, but that is pretty much it. So let's go ahead and get into the pile selection today. So we will have messages, advice, confirmations at the end, as well as the 3 piles you have to choose from today on what will happen the next time you see your person. So for pile 1, you have this bench card, rest and relaxation, seating comfort, pause and ponder. And you have this umbrella. Pile 2, and you have the Neoteric Feminine Tarot deck. Pile 2, you have this restaurant card, Culinary Delights, Celebratory Dining. And you have the bow tie and the heart. And you have the Starlight Y-Spell Tarot in blue. And pile 3, you have the Temple card, spiritual practices, meditation and reflection, spiritual guidance. And you have this heart. And you have the Wild Reflections Y-Spell Tarot. Okay, so remember this is sorry, I'm stumbling over my words. I'm excited, you guys. I have a date tonight. Anyway, remember this is a general reading, so take only the messages that resonate for you. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. And what else? I have some important links in my description box. Otter Spirit bracelets, there's a new discount. My Juicy Love Messages decks, which I will actually be donating all proceeds from these decks to different causes around the world. I have decided to do that with these. These are a Love Messages deck. I can't say the word messages today. Oh my goodness, I don't know. Something about messages and them getting stuck, like somebody not getting messages. It's coming through. Anyway, somebody that's important. But yeah, anyway, go ahead and tune into your own energy. Take a deep breath. And then you can tune into the energy of your person. You may have more than one person, more than one pile. That's okay. The timestamps will be in the comments. They will be pinned, and they will also be in my description box. And I don't know if I mentioned we will have mice. No, we will not have any mice. No mice, please, unless they are pets. We will have advice, messages, and confirmations at the end. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so nervous. I haven't been on a date in forever. Anyways, sorry, enough about me. Let's take a moment to ground, tune into the piles, and I will see you in your reading. Hello and welcome, pile 1. If you chose this bench card, the Neoteric Feminine Y-Spell Tarot, and this little umbrella, then this is going to be a reading. So we have rest and rest. I can't talk today, so just bear with me. I'm very nervous. I have some welcome to your reading. I have a date tonight, and for some reason that's making me feel very shy to be in the public eye. I don't know. So just bear with me today. Maybe you're going to be going on a date with this person. Okay. So that might resonate with some of you for what is going to happen the next time you see your person, which is the topic for today. We will get into, we'll look at this card in just a second. Okay. So let me put your tarot deck over here. These are your overall energy cards, pre-shuffled. And we will get into the tarot for what will happen the next time you see them. We will get a little bit of messages and advice at the end. And we will have confirmations. So, you and your person. So you may be going for a walk. You may end up in a park. That's very specific, but there's an energy of spending some time relaxing, resting, being comfortable, just sort of getting to know each other, taking your time. Some of you, it could be raining. Doesn't have to be. But there is this energy of taking the time to sit and really take things in. And that could just be the overall energy in your connection where things are just sort of peaceful, calm. Maybe there's even a pause right now. I'm hearing like benched, like when a sports player is benched. So that could be applicable to someone. Anyway, let's see what your overall cards have to say about you and your person. So we have Temple Secrets. Okay, so you may have messages in pile 3. Secrecy, isolation, observation, and ritual magic. 32. So someone could be into magic. Maybe this connection is a secret. Yeah, the two of you, there might be a pause between the two of you right now for some of you, okay? Yeah, and number 32 here. Someone could also be very religious, very spiritual, in whatever way. They don't have to be into magic. We have create your own happiness. Okay, so the full moon could be important here. This could be a connection. Yeah, it does feel a bit to me like you've kind of had to just take a moment to regroup, center yourself, and it does feel like there's a pause here where you've been on your own for a while. Someone could have star tattoos here. Let's see. The full moon could have, yeah, been important. Our recent full moon eclipse may have been important. The ibex, resilience. Okay. I can't help but notice that there are just single women on these cards. So you, if you identify as the feminine, you could be single right now. Excuse me. I'm going to move these cards off to the side. It feels to me like this is a quiet connection and you've had to be very resilient and very patient. There we go. Okay, let's keep going. Love call, expressing love, messages of love, thinking of you, informing you. So you could have an online connection with this person. There could be a lot of phone calls back and forth. Some of you are in a pause. Not all of you are. Okay, so that's not going to resonate for everybody. But yeah, it feels like this is somebody who is expressive with you. There is love here. We have breakthrough, breaking through. Sorry, breakthrough refers to the moment of successfully breaking through limitations and obstacles when facing challenges, symbolizing your entry into a new phase. A breakthrough reminds you that despite current difficulties, every effort is paving the way for your success. Yeah, this is, I just feel like color coordinating here. There could have been a major breakthrough. Yeah, some of you may have recently had a phone call where there was a major breakthrough. You're moving into a new phase, either with this person or this is a brand new person. After a pause, after a time in between connections. We have farmer, cultivation, harvest, land. So someone here could be a farmer. But it does feel like maybe there's been seeds planted in the past and now something is growing. I'm seeing these branches around here and these actually look, they remind me of like an evergreen or something like that. Okay, car alarm confirmation. Yeah, it does feel like someone could own some land, something like that. But this does feel like there's like some sort of major shift and there's autumn leaves here. And so there's an energy. I am filming in the end of summer going into autumn, but something could shift dramatically in this connection during the autumn or has. There's so much that we can learn from each other, expanding. Beautiful. Yeah, so this is a connection that's growing, that's expanding, that's evolving. Whether you're in a pause or not with your person, this is a connection where the two of you have very engaging conversations. You feel like you grow together. You're both very resilient and maybe a bit like secretive type of people, but with each other, there's this feeling of closeness, just being able to relax together. Yeah, okay. So let's go ahead and get into what will happen the next time you see them. Whew. Yeah, I am definitely tongue-tied today, so bear with me. We're just going to have to power through this video. I'm just going to have to be resilient here, so okay. All right, pile one. What will happen the next time you see your person? What is going to happen the next time you see your person? Ooh, the 8 of Cups. Okay, hang on. There could be some, yeah, walking. I'm going to turn on my light real quick. Okay. I don't know if that made much of a difference, but I realized I didn't have my light on. This is giving me the feeling that like, okay, so you're going to see this person maybe in the evening and then you're actually going to wake up together for some of you. This is giving me like a sunny day and taking a walk. This is giving me taking a walk energy for sure. Some of you may be moving towards something now in this connection where the two of you have left something behind. Quite a bit of things, maybe a lot of experiences in your life that have not been fulfilling. And I do feel like you're moving towards, you know, the Two of Cups energy here is what the Eight of Cups represents, is moving towards the Two of Cups energy, moving towards your heart's desire, leaving things behind, going on sort of a soul-searching journey. So I feel like the next time you see this person, the two of you are going to have maybe deep conversations. I'm sorry. I'm having a really hard time today. Getting my words out, opening my throat chakra, speaking, and I've got my own reasons for that, but I always sit in the energy of my viewers and their person when I'm reading. And I think maybe there's a lot that you need to say to this person, or that they need to say to you that's been kept inside, even if it's not about the two of you. It could just be like there's a need to express yourself, to feel safe expressing yourself. And I feel like you and this person are going to break through this block of feeling safe, being close, being intimate, expressing yourself, sharing emotion. Okay, so let's see what will happen the next time you see them. The Ten of Swords. So that is the end of a painful cycle. And it's interesting because she's looking at a paper here that says deadline, and she's in an office. So some of you could have a very difficult day at work before you see this person the next time. Hang on. I may have to pause the video if I keep having to cough. So sorry about that. There is some stress here, some fear coming up here around actually getting close to each other. Let's get the rest of the cards out here. The Two of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune. So we have Sagittarius energy with that. The Nine of Wands and the Queen of Wands. And the King of Cups. Okay. So the next time you see them, it looks like maybe you're going to be waiting for this person a little longer than you anticipate. It's like some sort of delay or some sort of difficulty, some sort of maybe even like problems at work or something that was demanding of you or your person's time could get in the way of this next time that you see each other. It does feel like with the way she's standing there with her purse and everything, she's getting ready to go out. So I do feel like there's some sort of going out to meet one another. I am getting this feeling of like really stressing out, being very worried about how this is going to impact your life in going forward. With the Wheel of Fortune here and the way these women are all exercising, you could see this person in an exercise class. You could be very concerned about whether or not you're fit enough or in shape enough, especially if this is the first time you're meeting somebody, or yeah, it's like you got to get yourself ready. You got to get yourself in shape. You got to get yourself going. It's like the wheel is turning here and something is shifting for you. And it's something that's making you feel a little bit anxious, a little bit stressed, a little bit worried. Am I good enough? Can I handle this? Is this person going to leave me? Do they feel the same? There's a lot of magnetic attraction between the two of you here. With the Queen of Wands and the King of Cups, this is going to be very emotional. It's going to be very passionate. It could be in someone's home here. Yeah, there is this feeling of someone being late or something, the timing of this being slightly off. Some of you, it may even have to be rescheduled, this meeting. But it could also just be that once you meet with this person and have this experience, the next time you see them, it's just going to bring up a lot of fears, a lot of insecurities. And maybe this could even just be like having trouble sleeping, anticipating this next time. For some of you, this is going to be like an energy of anticipation that is causing a lot of stress, a lot of concern, a lot of overwhelm. And is this just going to be the same kind of experience that I've had in the past with this person or with other people. There is a feeling of really wanting things to work out and feeling a lot of pressure for that. Someone could bring someone flowers. We have a sunflower here. There is a lot of emotion here, though. There's a lot of attraction, a lot of emotion. Yeah, the star. I do feel like this is a really sweet connection. I believe that the two of you are very hopeful for something to develop. For some of you, there has been quite a bit of time that you've known each other. And again, there was a pause for some of you, and there's been time for emotions to develop. Others of you, this is going to be newer experience. But I feel like the next time you see this person, there's going to be a shift out of a certain phase or a certain state of mind and emotion around this connection. So are we clarifying with these decks today? Yes. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. I'm going to put this one here. Okay. Another shuffle? Okay. Yeah, I do feel like you guys are going to be feeling awkward, shy, nervous, anxious, worried, because that is the energy that I'm sitting in here. But it's going to be okay. I feel like once you see this person, you're going to feel like this sigh, like this, okay, it's all going to be okay. There's a lot of like, do I look good enough? A lot of preparation in advance. Okay. What's going to happen the next time I pile one to see their person? The Nine of Cups. Okay, it's from the 8 to the 9. So this is really beautiful. So this is like a wish fulfillment here. So this energy of going on a walk and then like having your dreams come true. So I think you're really going to be happy with this connection. I feel like a lot of your fears are unwarranted in this situation. Oh yeah, wow, 7, 8, 9. Some of you might go out for drinks with this person. Be careful for those of you that are doing that, because that could really, sabotage the whole. Don't drink too much. For those of you that drink, don't drink too much, because you could end up with a hangover. That's what's coming up right here. Okay. But yeah, it's almost like this feels like a fantasy. Maybe it feels like it's too good to be true for some of you. Yeah. There's definitely date night energy here though, or just, going for coffee, meeting up after work, taking a walk. Even if some of you are just having a phone call with somebody, planning, some of you could be planning to meet one another with this Two of Wands energy as well. Sorry. Excuse me. Someone could be sick. That could be another thing that's going on here. The Ace of Swords. Three of Wands. There's a lot of progression energy here. Like things moving forward, things changing. The Lovers. Hang on. We gotta cover them. I cannot breathe. Oh my goodness, you guys. Page of Wands. Ooh. And the King of Wands. Okay. Well, let's just put him over here next to the Queen. There could be some spicy time. Wow. The Eight of Pentacles. Okay. I'm seeing this airplane too. And then the Eight. Okay. Okay. Sorry. I'm getting all excited now. Getting flustered. All right. So there could be spicy time here. There could definitely be some spicy time. I think there's a lot of attraction here. If this is a travel situation, you or your person may have to go your separate ways and go back to work, go back home. You are going to get a lot of clarity. With this 2, 3 of Wands here, the Lover's energy, I feel like maybe this is a situation where this is one of your options. You and your person are not in a relationship. And what's going on here is that there is an establishing of like clarity about what your plans are, what you want, how you feel about each other, where you want this to go. So there's going to be like clear, honest communication. And this is beautiful because the Ace of Swords comes after the 10 of Swords. So maybe this just feels like a fantasy. Maybe it feels like it's not going to happen. Maybe there have been a lot of delays, or maybe for some of you, it's going to be different for everybody. But with the King and Queen of Wands here, I'm feeling like the two of you are going to decide that you are compatible. There's going to be clear, honest communication about the next time you're going to see each other. You're going to make plans. You're going to be anticipating the next time that the two of you are going to be together. But there is going to be a anxiety about this choice, an anxiety about this intimacy, and whether or not this is the right choice. But there's going to be a lot of passion here, a lot of passion. Some of you is just going to be online for those of you that are at a distance from this person, and are not going to see them in person, because that's going to be some of you. There's going to be a lot of spicy texting here and other possible spicy calling, phone, video, whatever. This is really beautiful though, because there's a lot of emotion here between the two of you. But even if it's in this newer stage, there's going to be a feeling of being able to expand into deeper feelings, deeper passion, more trust, more clarity. I do feel like there's a waiting, like the two of you are anticipating being together. Yeah. Yeah, it feels like, again, this message here, it's important that you stay clear-headed. We'll have a little bit of advice at the end, but it's like, for some of you, there's a really strong message that just to be aware that you don't want your judgment clouded around this situation. You want to be really clear. I really feel like this is a beautiful opportunity. I can hardly, you hear how my throat, it's like closing. So there's a really strong need for you to get honest. And maybe this is going to be for some of you, like realizing that there's things that you have gone after in the past that were not really what you truly wanted. Like you've maybe chased a lot of fantasies, illusions, people who treated you like an option, people who could not see your value. And I feel like this is like a brand new beginning where rather than being someone's passionate adventure where they've kept you like clouded and kind of in illusions and then left you hanging, you're going to have an opportunity to build something new. This is like a karmic cycle, and you're going to have an opportunity to build something new. But there's a need for patience with yourself, with this person. Yeah, there is travel involved here. Yeah, look at this. This is really beautiful. I really, stand your ground about what you need in your life. Make sure to keep focusing on your own success. I do feel like there's traveling back and forth between the two of you. There's something that you can really work on here. The Eight of Pentacles can also be in a love reading, something that you focus on, that you work on, that you pay attention to. This person's also really wants to focus on you. This person knows that maybe you're a little bit guarded, maybe a little bit nervous, maybe a little bit anxious about intimacy or about emotional connection or about, spending time with them, getting closer to them. And they want to make sure that you feel comfortable, that you feel safe. This person really wants to take you out or bring you home or whatever it is that the two of you are going to do. They want you to feel at ease. They want you to feel happy, and they really want to be successful with you. Five of Cups and Temperance. The Moon. More Sagittarius energy here. Cancer with the Chariot, and Gemini with the Lovers. I just keep hearing Spirit say it's going to be okay. It's going to be a very healing experience. It's going to take some time for you to, I think, maybe process this next time, whether it's on the phone or online or in person. There's going to be a major shift. Your life is going to change, and there's something bigger happening here than I keep hearing than like what you are used to. This isn't going to be like every other time. You're not, I keep hearing like, you're not unsafe. You're not being used. You're not being mistreated. You're not being lied to. But there's a lot of trust issues that are being brought up by this encounter. So you're going to have a lot of honest communication here. And I think this is just really beautiful. Let me see. I feel like I've been taking forever with this reading. No, it's not too bad. Okay. Just the energy. It's like, it might take you a bit to open up to this person. My throat is finally starting to clear here. So yeah. And it feels like there's this energy of being really nervous about everything going well. So I'm hearing with you need advice soon, but like Spirit wants to give you advice. There's just so much attention on this Nine of Swords here, and just this fear of being deceived or something going wrong or something ending before it begins. Am I just being used for someone's, pleasure? Okay, so, well, return, second chance, opportunity, making amends. So for some of you, this is someone returning. I also feel like this energy is saying that this is someone who is going to take their time with you. Sculpting is really interesting. This person wants to have an opportunity to touch you, to show you what they're capable of, that they want to build, that they want to grow, that they want to make something meaningful, something lasting out of this. And if it is a past person, they do want to make amends here. What's going to happen the next time I want to see the person? Withdrawn, single, lonely, solitary. There is this feeling of going back into your own space and sort of withdrawing into your own space. And yeah, I don't feel like this is going to be like, okay, this is a permanent relationship, or there is a feeling of the two of you not being in some sort of long-term relationship or making that decision yet. Open heart, receptive, empathy, vulnerable. It feels also like the two of you might have been lonely and feeling like now you're ready to open your hearts. I do feel like there's a lot of empathy, vulnerability, gentleness. Someone who really wants to open up. Distracted, sidetracked, change, delays. Yes, some of you, there could be some delays. Okay, so if there are delays here, the next time you see this person, I'm seeing a really strong message of don't panic. It's going to work out. Everything's going to be okay. If there's a change of plans or someone gets sidetracked or there's delays and you might be feeling insecure, you might be worried, or, there might be some delays with the return. Say you meet this person, you go back into your own space, and then you're feeling very vulnerable, and then you're, you end up anxious and concerned because there's a delay in really building something here with this person, getting back together. So that could be causing you some anxiety. Yeah, cloudy judgment, illusions, unbalanced, distorted. So it's really important that you stay receptive. Don't close off. There's a strong possibility, and I've been stuttering a lot. I've been repeating things a lot. I'm really struggling with communication. So you're going to have to overcome some major insecurities in order for you to stay open to this, because this is going to require patience. This is going to require you to move through fears, illusions, distortions within you. This is going to trigger old wounds, and it's not going to be something that will give you absolute 100% security. So you're not going to be able to cling. You're going to have to allow space. There's definitely, you're going to have a lot of fun. It's going to feel great. It's going to feel romantic. It's going to be spicy. Some of you might, have intimacy. But it is definitely going to bring up a lot. And there is going to be time before the two of you see each other again. But there is a lot here. So it's a really beautiful energy. All right, so let's get you some advice and messages cards. Man, this reading was kind of hard to get through. I think maybe my throat is finally opening up. So I think you are, yeah, there's going to be a breakthrough. You're going to be like, ooh, I did it. Whatever it was, whether it was a phone call, some of you, it could be even a breakup where the two of you decide not to stay together. But with this King and Queen of Wands, I really don't feel that for most of you. For most of you, I just feel like things they aren't like, they're growing, they're expanding, they're breakthroughs, there's shifts, there's changes, but then there's still going to be a lot of space and time before this becomes something really, really steady. Okay, so what is your advice? And then we'll get messages cards. Vitality. I am healthy and vital and strong. My radiant love of life fills me with healthy, vital, and strong cells. Each cell is a warrior. Everyone has its own sword and shield. I dare you to try and penetrate my cellular army. Didn't think so, chump. Okay, so some of you are going to be really... This is a strange message, but some of you are not going to want this person to be physical with you. You're actually going to be like, no, you can't touch me. So that's very specific. You're going to be very guarded against physical intimacy. Maybe some of you have had some sort of, yeah, there's something about like a deep fear or wounding around intimacy coming up for some of you. So that's just going to be for a few of you, but you are strong enough. You are beautiful enough. You don't have to be so guarded. You have what it takes to get through this. But you don't have to let this person, you only have to let this person as close as you're comfortable. Okay? Okay. Let me get another one. That's kind of an interesting card. But yeah, some of you are going to be pretty defensive about any sort of intimacy. Yeah, and again, something about those of you who imbibe in substances, just be really careful. Oh, look at this. Yeah, there's definitely, for a lot of you, going to be some sort of walk through a park, through trees. Yeah, commitment. I do feel like this is going to trigger memories of past relationships and losses and open up some wounds. And there's a fear of making the wrong decision here. Okay, one more advice card. Courage. Yeah, because there's a lot of fear in this reading. No one is fearless, no one. But even though I'm not fearless, I am courageous. When fear shows up, I don't run away from it. I use my courage to conquer it. My courage allows me to walk right up to that fear and kick it in the nuts, then quickly hide behind someone bigger until it goes away. Look, there's a mouse. Did I say mice in this reading or was that in the intro? I accidentally said mice, and that's just wild. Anyway, you're going to be okay. Definitely there's some fear here, and you're going to be okay. And I saw the runner card in reverse over here, and I didn't hear to get it for your reading, but it was in reverse, and I'm hearing now, like, don't run away from this. Your person's not going to run away. Everything's going to be okay. Inspiration. There is a voice of inspiration within me. Right now it's only a whisper, but the more I listen, the louder it will get. Soon it will be a flawless speech voiced by James Earl Jones through a megaphone with lots of applause. Okay, this is also very applicable. I have not made a flawless speech. This reading has been an absolute mess. You may stumble over your words. You may be super awkward. You may not even feel like you can speak in your normal volume. But you're going to get more comfortable. You're going to get more at peace with yourself. You're going to get easier. Communication with this person is going to get easier, okay? And it's going to feel great, and you're going to start feeling very confident again. You have a lot of fears and worries and anxieties, and maybe you're even like have a stomach ache, or, there's a lot of nerves here, and it's going to be okay, okay? Because there's something really beautiful here. Okay, I got through it. All right, so I am going to get you some love messages, and I have mentioned before, I definitely need some more for the channel. So if you're interested in donating to my PayPal or Venmo, you can just put a note for love messages. Most of them are better purchased on Etsy. Amazon doesn't really have very many, and I'm trying to do a little break from Amazon and supporting small business. Pretty much cleaned out the options on Amazon for love messages because it's not really a good source. Airplane, someone may have to fly. Okay, you are my light in the darkest times. You're so beautiful inside and out. My emotions for you have always been intense. Yeah, there is very deep emotion here, even if it came on suddenly for some of you. I want to reach out to you. I've always been afraid of this love. Yeah, your person could be the one that's experiencing what I'm going through as well, because I'm sitting in your person's energy, but I'm feeling like a lot of you are feeling this. It's mirrored. It's mutual. Only you can see through me. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of like real intense vulnerability. Like the two of you, when you make eye contact, it's going to feel like, you know, this person's like behind your eyes and inside your cells, like all the way in your whole being. Your smile is making me melt every time I see your face. I know one day we will find our way back to each other. I truly want to work on this connection. My higher self is with you every single day. We are forever heart and soul connected. Your beautiful soul is what I crave the most. Yeah, this person is not physically motivated, even if they're very attracted to you. They want a soul level emotional connection, okay? Deep down, my intentions with you have always been pure. Yes. And you are my wish fulfillment, and I want you only. Yeah, this is really beautiful energy, you guys. You guys are going to be okay. We are both working together in unison, even if you cannot see it yet. Woo, okay. Let's just get one of these. Okay, Spirit. This one jumped down. Because these kind of look like this card here. I long to feel noticed by you. You know what? Maybe you have felt overlooked by a lot of people in the past. I feel like you and your person are mirroring this feeling of loneliness and wanting to connect, and eagerness, but also apprehension. Okay, so. Oh, Lion, my world. You mean the world to me. Everything revolves around you. I keep you in mind when I'm making decisions, and I include you in all of my plans. Every action, every dream. I love doing life with you. You mean so much to me. Without you, I feel like nothing. This is really sweet. I think you're going to be really happy next time you see this person, once you get over your fears. Soon, we will be together in the near future. Our reunion is imminent, and I'm doing what I can to be ready for you. I'm working hard on myself to be a better provider for you. I hear you call for me, and I'm coming back to you. This is my promise to you that soon we will reunite again. Yeah, I do think that you will see each other again after this next time. And forgive. I hope you'll forgive me for all the things I've done, the pain which I've caused. This is for those of you that it's not a new person. And also there's something about needing to forgive someone from the past so that you don't have cloudy judgment and memories that interfere with this connection. Believe me, my love, it was not my intention. I know I've hurt you pretty badly with my words and actions, but I'm really, truly sorry, my love. And I do feel like this is someone who's going to be very, very sweet, honest, kind. This isn't a manipulative person. This is someone that's going to be able to talk through things, work through things. So some of you are going to be making amends and talking through something that happened in the past and healing together. So yeah, okay, so let's get into the confirmations portion of your reading here. So if you need extra confirmations, and then we will close out with an angel number. Okay. Oh my goodness. Let's start with the locations, and then we'll get some physical attributes. Whoa, okay. We have Japan. So these could be important. Russia, they don't have to be. This doesn't all have to resonate. We have islands, so someone could be from an island country, and we have South Africa. We have introvert, active, socialite, open-minded, sporty. Someone could have gray hair. We have Aries, Aquarius. So yeah, okay, we have crown chakra, base chakra, solar plexus, and sacral. I do feel like this is going to be like an activation. Like you need to trust yourself here that the divine has led the two of you together. This is going to be very empowering. It's going to be very passionate. It's going to be very physical. And we have Leo, Sagittarius, and Taurus. Okay, let me just get some letters. We'll get these out of the boxes, and then we'll go from here. Okay, so we have a 1, an 8, and a 9. So those numbers could be important. We have 2, we have 55, we have 66, And we have 666, so a lot of sixes here. So yeah, there is something very physical, very primal, very earthy, very intense about this connection, but it's nothing to be afraid of. Route 66 gives me the feeling of like going for a drive. Like this is like a cross-country highway, kind of a classic historical highway in the United States. So yeah, something about driving here, 55 miles an hour kind of thing. So there's something here about going for a drive for some of you. 777, I do feel like, yeah, with the Wheel of Fortune here, this is actually going to be very lucky. It's like a dream come true for a lot of you. It may be something that you've waited for a long time. Also, these numbers could add up to someone's age here. We have 21, 28, 29. Okay, we do have this shell that is upside down. So yeah, you are going to feel very vulnerable with this person. I do feel like you're both going to open up to each other. Someone may bring someone flowers here with these two little flowers. We have this heart with wings. So I do feel like you're going to feel like emotionally open, like your heart is going to open. Yeah, this key. So this person may have the key to your heart, or you may have the key to theirs. We have the owl on this key. So I do feel like there's going to be a lot revealed, a lot. This is very beautiful, open, vulnerable, healing, a lot of answers to questions from the past for some of you, whether it's about this person and your connection, or whether it's like things that are going to click and make sense about why things didn't work with other people. Okay, and then for our letters, we have N, U, X, Z, H, another N, another X, so double letters, double initials could be important. We have a V, we have another N, that's a lot of N's. We have a W, we have another U, we have an O, we have two J's, JJ, no, that's an E, sorry. We have a J, we have a T, we have another O, we have a C, we have an I, we have another X, triple X, yeah, some of you it's gonna get real spicy. We have another J, or is that an L? That's an L. Sorry, you guys. We have a Y, a Q, an M, an R, and another E. Okay, so those are your little confirmations, and we will go ahead and get an angel number to close out your reading. Ooh, I feel calm now. And I feel like that's what you're going to feel after this next time that you see this person. You're going to be like, okay, I made it. It's all going to be okay. 666 reflection. Wow. Yeah. So this is about getting into your body, getting grounded, healing from like shame and trauma around physicality, around your animal nature, around your sensuality too. When you allow time for reflection, you allow yourself to see where inner shifts are needed. It is time for you to look at your beliefs and ask, is this serving me, or is it time for me to release this? Reflect, refocus, and readjust. As I refocus on what serves my highest good, I feel myself shift into my highest self. Ooh, okay, we got through this reading. It's going to be okay, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I do personals. My email's in the description box. If this didn't resonate, you can choose another pile or another video. I wish you the best. I appreciate you spending your time with me, and I hope to see you again. Bye-bye. Hello and welcome, pile 2. If you chose the restaurant card with these lovely little charms, the heart and the bow, and the Why Spell Starlight Tarot in blue, this is going to be your reading. So, got through pile 1. That one was a bit intense. I could barely speak. So your energy is a lot more flowing, a lot more open, and a lot more relaxed. And these are your overall energy cards. We'll get into those in just a moment. And we will get into the tarot for what will happen the next time you see your person. We'll get advice, messages, cards, and confirmations at the end. So the restaurant card. So you may be meeting at a restaurant. You may be going out to eat. Someone could work at a restaurant or own a restaurant. Someone could live in a big city. So culinary delights, celebratory dining. So you could be meeting at like a birthday party, or yeah, someone could go to culinary school, something like that. But yeah, it's very possible that the restaurant and atmosphere could be either where you've met this person, or it could be connected to this meeting this next time you see them. So let's see. What is the overall energy between you and your person? So we have Crystal Kingdom, slowing down materialism, psychic debris. So Some of you could be pregnant here with her being pregnant on this card. You don't have to be. We have number 10 here. Some of you actually might go out to eat and then go to like a rock shop, a crystal shop, a gem shop, but somebody could really love working with crystals here. But this does feel like a connection where maybe there's been a little bit of the psychic debris. I'm getting this feeling like maybe this is going to be a connection that you have, or this is a connection that you have had to really clear your energy. You've had to slow down. You've had to look at sort of what really matters to you, what you value. And yeah, you could have children with this person. That's just going to be for some of you. Okay, we have show off your sparkle and shine from the inside. She's got a crystal on too. So this could also just be like something about pinkish blonde hair coming through, blue eyes. I feel like the overall energy between you and your person is that you are really happy, really sparkly, really bright, really shiny. Somebody who is very spiritual. She has butterfly tattoos, so someone could have butterfly tattoos. I feel like you and your person have a lot of fun together. Okay. The raccoon, resourcefulness. Someone could be disabled here, could use a wheelchair. This is interesting. The raccoon, resourcefulness. This could be a connection where I feel like raccoons like look out for each other. And they're a little bit mischievous, right? And they'll take whatever they can get, but they always make sure that everybody gets some. So there's some kind of message here about, yeah, making sure that the two of you are happy. Maybe you've had to be really resourceful with this materialism and resourcefulness. Maybe, you know, you've had to save up resources, or something about providing, somebody providing for someone else. It's kind of, these messages are a little vague. Let's get to the rest of the cards. Grounding, stability, security, performance, growth, endurance. So this could be a very stable connection, a very grounded connection. You or your person could be a very grounded, very resourceful, very hardworking person. I'm getting Capricorn energy. I'm getting Aquarius energy here. Yeah. The Aquarius energy is coming from these two cards, and I'm getting Capricorn from here, by the way. Passion. Passion is the driving force that propels you forward, representing your love and commitment to life. When you feel passion, it means you are moving toward what you truly desire, and your heart is full of endless power. So there could be a lot of passion, a lot of desire in this connection. I feel like the two of you really do enjoy each other's company. There could be a strong heart connection here. We have singer, resonance, moving hearts. Yeah, harmony, emotion, performance. So you could be going out to a concert, or one of you could be a singer. This is the overall energy, but it definitely ties into the next time you see them. That always happens when I do this particular topic. But yeah, there's a lot of emotion between the two of you. Yeah, you're definitely very much affecting each other emotionally in this connection. And someone could really love the other one's voice. Even if you're not, you know, nobody has to be a singer, but there's just this feeling of like the way that you express yourself, or the way that this person expressed themselves, is very moving. It causes an activation, a heart activation. I recognize the potential between us, but I also harbor some uncertainties, doubts. Okay, interesting. So for some of you, there could be some nerves, some doubts, some unsureness, maybe trying to slow down the connection, make sure that it's stable. It's almost like there's an energy of making sure that this isn't just a performance, like this isn't just somebody love bombing you or wooing you. So there could be a feeling of like, I want to show off, I want to be myself, I want to express myself. I feel like there's stability in this connection. I feel like there's a lot of passion. But I want to make sure to slow this down. Maybe there's some energies from the past. So there's some doubts coming up here because of some sort of energy from the past, debris or something that hasn't cleared in you or your person around past heartbreak or pain or something in this connection. Okay, so let's find out what's going to happen the next time you see them. For my pile 2s, please, Spirit, what's going to happen the next time they see them? Yeah, and if you came from pile 1, you can tell the difference in the energy already. And if you didn't, oh my gosh, I could barely even talk. I kept coughing. I was nervous. So there's a lot more flow here. There's a lot more openness. Definitely. Some of you may have messages in that pile because this could be a progression. That could have been like the first time you met, and this could be like the second time. Something like that is coming through. Anyway, for my pile 2s, what will happen the next time they see their person, please, Spirit? What will happen for my pile 2s? The Queen of Swords. She wanted to be in reverse, but I don't take reversals very often. So there's going to be a lot of truth, a lot of honesty, a lot of clarity. Yeah, cutting out the psychic debris here. So you're going to be very discerning. Some of you are going to slow this down with this person. You're going to say, hey, you know, there's going to be some sort of boundaries around creating stability and security and slowing this passion down. You're still going to be, you know, happy, engaged, excited to be together, celebrating. There's something here that is, yeah, performance twice. Yeah, some of you are going to go see some sort of performance, or you're a performer. This person's going to come and watch you perform. That's very specific. But there's something about using discernment here. And I have to admit, some of you are going to break up with somebody, but you would know while you're watching this reading, you would be the one that's already like, I think I might want to split up with this person. So don't panic. If that's not your message, let it fly. If it doesn't apply, it's not for you. The Queen of Swords doesn't always have to mean that. There could be air signs watching as well. Let's see. We have the 7 of Cups. Oh, and the Ace of Cups on the back of the deck. Okay. Okay, the next time you see them, this is interesting. This is giving me like going shopping. So this is giving me like, you know, picking something out on the menu. There's going to be a lot of options. Something about being frugal is coming through here too. Like you're going to be very frugal. You're going to be, you know, ordering the least expensive thing on the menu kind of thing is coming through. You're going to be talking though. I feel like you're going to be talking about how to move things forward. Like, what are our options here? Maybe talking about your dreams, your fantasies, how to ground those, how to build those. There's going to be a lot of communication here, a lot of talking. What's going to happen the next time you see your person? 7 of Pentacles and Page of Wands. Yeah, this is something that's moving very slowly. This is a connection where there's going to be a lot of talk about investing. How are we going to make this work? There's a lot of change here. With the 7s here, there's a lot of like, things aren't totally finalized, stable. We don't know exactly what we're doing, but we're working on it. So this is a slow and steady connection. There could be some passionate intimacy. There definitely could be some sexual intimacy with the Page of Wands. Yeah. Let's see, what else? Yeah, the Ace of Wands and the Ace of, okay. Woo. Yeah, for some of you, you're gonna be careful if you don't want to get pregnant. Yeah, 6 of Wands. Okay, yeah. So some of you, you're definitely gonna be having some very spicy time with the Wand and the Cup. So this is a beautiful new opportunity for a connection here. So even though there are some doubts, even though there's some uncertainty, even though you really want to make sure that you don't make any, I'm hearing like, you don't want to make any bad decisions based on fantasy or illusion. You want something real, something grounded, and you guys are going to talk about that. And after you have a really honest, very clear conversation about your boundaries and what your dreams are and your fantasies and what you want to build and how you want things to go, and maybe after you go out to eat or you go to a concert or, you know, whatever it is that you do together, you go shopping, then you're going to go back to wherever you go and you're going to have sex. So that's probably going to happen for a lot of you. And there's going to be, you're going to have a great time. Everyone's going to finish. And there's going to be this feeling of something very powerful, very new. Yeah, what's this 5 of Cups and 2 of Swords? The Queen of Pentacles in reverse and the Devil. And the Three of Wands. I do feel like there is a feeling, some of you, okay, we have two energies here. Some of you are going to decide to move on from this person. If this has been a long-term relationship, some of you are having like makeup sex, but you're still not getting back together. If you had a separation, or you are going to decide to part ways, even though you have an intimate encounter. Okay. And then you're going to grieve. Okay. And you're not going to be, some of you aren't open to this. I do feel like there's a lot of potential here, but some of you aren't open to it. Okay. And you're literally putting the brakes on. And with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, yes, some of you are like not choosing to be in a relationship at this time. Devil reverse, Three of Wands, Temperance. Okay, so we have Capricorn energy with the Devil. We have Temperance is Sagittarius. What's under that? Nine of Cups. I'm not taking these reversals, but Spirit is flagging them. Okay. Some of you, this person's in another relationship. So that's why. Some of you, this person is in another relationship. And so this is just a hookup for some of you in a situationship. Some of you, this is a situationship. Okay. And it's like, I feel like you are going to go through with this intimacy, but some of you are going to end this situationship because you're looking for commitment, and you are going to, yeah, you're going to tell this person, like, I don't want to be in this situationship anymore. I'm waiting for something real. I'm waiting for someone who can give back to me the way that I give to them, something healing, some sort of really beautiful divine union here. Yeah, someone who's like your wish come true. So some of you, yeah, some of you are going to, Ten of Swords. Okay, yeah, Three of Cups. All right, if this is a situationship, you guys, for a lot of you, you are going to walk away from this person. Even though you're going to have some sort of intimacy, you're going to walk away from this person, and you're going to experience some sort of grief here. But then you're going to go after your heart's desire, your wish come true. You want love. You want absolute love and nothing less. So yeah, if you feel that you're being treated like an option, most of you are going to walk away from this. For those of you that want a stable, steady relationship with this person, you may be very skeptical because you recently went through a breakup. Some of this could reflect a previous encounter, and it might bring up fears around a previous encounter where you were treated like an option. And so you're going to have to really have an honest conversation with this person. And then it's, I do feel like you're going to, yeah, Nine of Pentacles. Most of you are not going to be in a committed relationship with this person after the next time you see them, but you're going to talk about what you truly want. And I do feel like for a lot of you, this is the end of a painful cycle. Whether this is a new person that you are moving forward slowly with and looking out for red flags and being very discerning, or whether this is a situationship where you hook up and then you finally walk away, either way, you are not going to just give in and give yourself to this person and jump into something serious before you're ready. You are going to really ground yourself and choose yourself because you know your worth. So you're really going to know your worth after this. However this plays out for you, because some of you are dealing with a situationship that you've just had enough of the breadcrumbing and being treated like an option. But there's so much chemistry with you and this person. And so you just kind of give into it. But then, yeah, it's like, no, I want something real. I want something lasting. I want someone who can express their emotions to me. I want someone who can offer me a relationship and choose me. So let's get clarifiers here. What will happen the next time they see pile 2, this person? Oh, pile, oh my gosh. What will happen the next time pile 2 sees pile 2's person? Okay. Three of Wands. Wheel of Fortune. Are we taking that in reverse? Yeah, some of you are going to leave this person waiting. Some of you are going to walk out on this person. Some of you are going to walk away from this date in the middle of the date. You're just going to leave. That's very specific. If you are going to a restaurant, going out on a date, you're going to leave this person hanging, some of you. Wow. Okay, hang on. Are we taking the Wheel of Fortune first? Yes, okay. Queen of Pentacles. What's going to happen in the next 10 pile two sees the person? That's not enough. Don't demonetize me, YouTube. Let's give her an outfit, please. Okay. I'm up all night to get lucky. Okay. Oh, wow. Wow, okay. So we've got the two scenarios clarified. Okay. There's definitely a very intense physical encounter here. Okay. This is very much a very physical encounter. You're going to not be sure if this is what you want, but you're going to do it anyway. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of, there's a massive 18 plus message here. Okay. There's going to be a lot of intimacy. There's going to be a lot of finishing. I really have to be careful with what I say, but there's a lot of attraction, a lot of desire, a lot of sensuality, a lot of liquids, a lot of hands, a lot of even toys for some of you. There's a lot going on here. There's a very intense, intimate encounter that is going to happen here. Okay. Some of you will, yeah, this person's going to treat you, I feel like, again, buying you things, bringing you gifts, kind of worshiping. I'm hearing like worshiping at your feet kind of energy, but there's something about this that feels unlucky or feels like it's not the right timing, or, you know, maybe some of you, this is like a karmic cycle that has to come to completion with this person. But you're going to feel successful. You're going to feel happy. You're going to be like, okay, I know what I need. There's going to be a choice that you are going to be able to make after this happens. And again, some of you are going to move away from this person because you value yourself enough to go after something serious. Others of you are going to move forward with this person because this is something that is new and being established from the beginning as a stable, reliable, slow-moving, steady connection here. Yeah. There is this feeling of kind of watching and waiting to see if this is really what's going to make you happy. So after this encounter, there's going to be a stepping back, maybe taking some space and really assessing what will make you happy. But for a lot of you, I mean, he's looking kind of suspicious. So I feel like maybe there's going to be a difficulty in really truly admitting to yourself how happy this person makes you. Seven of Swords, the World. Some of you are going to elope with this person. You're just going to hide away from the world and yeah, this is crazy. Okay. Sorry. Some of you are actually going to take your time and really think about this connection, this experience. But then there's some sort of message here about like being done with a karmic cycle, being done with sneaking, with lying, with deception, with cheating, with all these things, and really standing your ground and going after what you want. Yeah, Eight of Cups. Going after what you want. So however this connection ends, you're going to go after what you want. And some of you are going to remove yourself from this person and really assess what makes you truly happy, what you truly want out of a connection. And yeah, so you're going to know who you are, whether you want this to be over or whether you want to move this forward. But there's definitely a lot of contemplation, a lot of back and forth conversation. I really feel like that conversation is, it's just going to be, there's going to be a lot of talking, but it's going to be a very short period. Oh, there's a whistle through my teeth. Someone might do that. Short period of the encounter, because the whole time you're talking, this person's going to be like, are we going to do it? Are we going to do it? Are we going to do it? This person's very, very physically attracted to you, and they're going to be, they're just going to be in a fantasy about you. Like they're going to be watching you and they're just going to be like, okay, whatever you want, I'll give you whatever you want. You know, I'll buy you whatever you want. I'm here for the long haul. For a lot of you, so you've got this intense, passionate, magnetic energy where the two of you can't help but like merge physically, intimately. But I do feel like, yeah, you're going to really have a realization here. Somebody's going to fall in love in this when this happens. And whether or not it's you or your person, or you choose to move forward or end this, because that's all kind of up in the air, you guys, because there's thousands of people watching and I'm having a really hard time getting one message to come through this reading. So really what's going to happen is it's going to be very, very physically intense, emotionally intense. There's going to be a lot of intimacy, and regardless of the conversations that you have, whether you're talking about separating or being together, you're going to do it anyway. So some of you are going to be frustrated with yourself if this is a person that you're trying to leave behind, because you're going to be like, why did I do that? And then, you know, you're going to have this conversation with them later after you regroup and decide what makes you happy. Yeah, Justice in reverse. Some of you are going to break up with this person. Okay. So yeah, that's more, I think, for those of you that have been in a long-term situationship, or you've been in a relationship for a long time with this person and things just aren't working out, or you decided to separate. Because for those of you that this is a new person, I think you are going to go forward, but just skeptically. You're skeptical about this. You're not really sure. And so you're not going to commit to this person right away. So, we got through this one. The readings are, I just watched Joy's video yesterday on A Journey in Light, and she was having a hard time too. She's like, these readings have been challenging. And I'm like, yeah, I'm feeling it too. It's the eclipse season vibes. So, yeah, a lot of stuff is in transition right now because of the eclipse season. We're in between the lunar eclipse and the solar eclipse as I'm filming this in September. And it's just, things are just wibbly wobbly and kind of crazy. And people are like going through massive climactic, like, sometimes unanticipated and overwhelming changes. So you might have to come back and watch this afterwards, because you might be like, what? I don't even get that reading. And then you go and have the experience, and then you watch this reading, you're like, oh, okay, this makes sense. So, all right, what will happen? Sorrow. Yeah, loss, grief, depression. Some of you are going to feel kind of sad. There's the Five of Cups. I think that was before we shuffled out the clarifiers. Some of you are going to be sad because you are going to have to end this. Yeah, silence. So, hang on. Past life, karmic patterns, beginnings. Okay. Daydreaming, imagining, fantasize. For some of you, the next time you see this person, it's entirely in your fantasies. That's why this energy is a little bit confusing for me too. Some of you are not actually going to see this person. That you're not even talking to each other. So this is like a fantasy that you have about your person. So you're going to know who you are if that's the case. But I do feel like for some of you, there's going to be a breakup here. That is because you see the pattern, you see the karmic lesson, you understand this is like a repeat, and you're like, nope, you know what? I want to go a new direction. I'm going to start over with my life. I'm done with these fantasies. I'm done with this daydreaming. I'm done with, you know, being an option, whatever it is. And so, yeah, for the rest of you, this is going to be a beautiful new beginning. Something is going to grow out of this because you have finally let go. You have stopped. I'm hearing like you're no longer communicating with this person that left you behind. So you've left some sort of karmic cycle with someone behind. You finally let go of someone. And so this is going to be an opportunity to open your heart. So some of you you're going to open your heart to this person. You're going to move forward with this person. You're going to be skeptical, but you're going to choose this, and you're going to be very discerning with them about what you do and don't want. You're going to be yourself. You're not going to try to perform or appease this person. And you may take some time to be quiet and really decide if this is who you want in your life. Yeah. But for a lot of you, you are manifesting this. And I feel like this person is hoping that you will choose them. Yeah, bitterness. Yeah, you're letting go. Some of you are really letting go of some really painful connection that was very deep in the past. And it was very, very shocking. And you're learning to open your heart again. So Yeah, just take the messages how they fit your situation, you guys. But this is an opportunity. So you could either reignite something with a past person and try again, but I think most of you are going to decide against that. And if this is brand new, I really see you like releasing the past, letting it finally go, and just really just diving into this with this person, just really opening yourself to this person. But just, you know, once you have this encounter, I do feel like you're going to make this person wait. You're going to really expect a certain standard from them, and you're not going to accept anything but honest, direct communication and reliable, stable, forward movement. Yeah. So, okay. Let's get your advice. I am surviving this video today somehow. You know, sometimes I watch my videos because the readings can be so weird and confusing, and the energy I'm sitting in, then I watch it, I'm like, oh, okay, that wasn't so bad. So if this made any sense to you at all, then let's get you some advice about it. Sanctuary. Good for you. It seems you've earned some time away from the chaos of life. It could be as small as a bubble bath or as big as a trip. Or maybe it's a small trip to a big bubble bath, or a normal sized trip to a tiny bubble bath. Or maybe you tripped and fell in someone's bath. Whatever it is, it's waiting for you to it's waiting for you with open arms. Just pick your favorite sanctuary, unplug for a bit, especially if a bath is involved. Some of you may be taking a bath with this person. Okay. But this is about just, you know what, just, yeah, let yourself rest, let yourself relax. Some of you need to go take a bath after this reading and just relax. Okay, these advice cards are a little bit odd today. The Spirit told me to pick these, so. All right, don't take it personally. If someone starts to speak unkindly to me, I'll remember that they've got something going on that has nothing to do with me. Like maybe they just pooped their pants. Yeah, that's probably it. Okay, somebody might poop their pants and need to take a bath. Oh my gosh. That is just wild. Okay, but help. Yeah, some of you with this card coming out here at the end, some of you are going to have, wow, this is interesting. There's some angry sex going on here. For those of you that are going to like break up with this person. I'm not even going to get into that message. Something crazy is going on here with some of you. You're not going to tolerate any negativity though. I really don't feel that. So I don't feel like there's going to be an actual fight, especially if somebody tries to start something here. You're just going to be like, whatever. It's like water off a duck's back, right? You're just going to be like, I'm just going to go home and take a bath. I don't know. I'm good. Yeah. And then we have clarity. Stopping to listen to my inner self, I can easily separate my intuition from my mental chatter. The clarity of my intuition is a sweet, simple fruit that tastes familiar. And the mental chatter is a confusing, bitter rind that I shall peel off and chunk into the garbage or compost heap if your mental chatter happens to be organic. Okay, interesting that bitterness came up multiple times here. So some of that bitterness could be you. I do feel like there's a lot of memories of being harmed that are coming up in this encounter, whether it's with this person or from someone in the past, but you are going to be able to listen to your intuition. Like maybe some of you need to take an Epsom salt bath. You need to just like ground yourself and, you know, don't listen to your inner chatter. Listen to your heart. Connect with the divine. Be your true self. And yeah, if somebody's trying to like, I don't know, give you word salad, you don't have to listen. You know, if someone's confusing you, if what they're saying is confusing, if they're not being clear, if they're being difficult or argumentative, you know, even if you have a really strong, intimate connection, yeah, you can just chuck them into the trash. Like you don't have to eat the bitter oranges on your dining plate. What that's about. And you don't have to take another person's negativity on. That's just the advice coming through. So just do what feels right to you. If something doesn't feel good, you don't have to do it. And if this situation isn't right for you, I feel like it's not you, it's your person who's just not able to show up for you in the way that you need. So that is okay. You can let it go. Yeah, peacefulness. I have a peaceful, tranquil, and untroubled heart. This is where I choose to spend my time. I can bring guests, but any person, thought, or event that brings drama or chaos is not invited. So if this person feels like drama or chaos to you, you do not have to invite them in. My heart is a special property and I'm going to keep it that way so we can all keep enjoying it and I can get my security deposit back. Interesting. Some of you are going to move out from this person. So if you already live with them. All right, let's get you some love messages. These readings have been crazy today. All right. Healing happens quietly. So these are kind of unique love messages. I trusted you and it broke me. Interesting. My love is constant through highs and lows. Yeah, some of you, this is somebody that you've had a separation with, okay? And you're coming back together. I can't carry this love alone. With you forever feels real. Be gentle with yourself. Your love pushes me to be my best self, and let's rewrite our love story together. Yeah, and those of you that these messages apply to, like you going through something painful in the past and you finding someone new where it feels real, but you're scared, you're like nervous, you're rewriting your love story here. So some of you are just going to be very skeptical of this person, but this isn't someone who's going to do what has been done to you in the past. This isn't another karmic cycle. You're going to break it. You guys are breaking the cycle, regardless of how this looks. Yeah, love shouldn't feel this heavy. So for the breakup group, you guys are going to choose yourself. And for those of you that this is a new person, you're not going to let the past pain write the story of this connection going forward. I'm afraid of commitment. Yeah, some of you are dealing with that. Twin flame. I'm intimidated by you. Yeah, you're the Queen of Swords. I'm going to put this person through it. I feel like I'm not good enough for you. There was someone interfering in our relationship. I think the world of you. I gave into temptation. I abandoned people to make myself feel important. If some of you are going to give into physical connection with this person, even though you know it's not what's best for you. Both of you are. Can we start over? I pulled away because I'm overwhelmed with all the things going on in my life. I do feel like the two of you are going to have a pause after this, and also there could have been a pause before this encounter. I feel like I can't give you what you need. There's so much I want to tell you. This was just a fling. I am so sorry. So yeah, that's the predominant message in this pile, is that this is not like a committed long-term relationship here. But some of you are really fearful that this is what this person's going to do. I'm planning on reaching out to you. You are the love of my life. But there is something real here for some of you overlapping this energy. So the psychic debris, some of you have two people in this reading, and you really, if it's like a twin flame that you're in separation from, that is like kind of crashing this reading when you're trying to ask about a new person, you might want to do some energy clearing, right? So that you don't bring in all of the fears and all the energies and all of the chaos of this. And it doesn't have to be a twin flame, but some sort of really intense spiritual or karmic connection that has had a hold on you, because there's something beautiful and new in this pile as well, but it can't really grow or stabilize until this other energy leaves. So let's get a few more cards. So you're going to have to distinguish, like for those of you that you have someone new here, what messages are from them. Are you thinking about me? I'm getting you extra messages cards because, yeah, all these black cards feel to me like some sort of past pain. Do you miss me the way I miss you? And I do feel like these can be interpreted either way, a new person or past. You have to be patient. My love for you is stronger than ever. Our love will never cease to exist. Will you help me? I need some more time before I can come to you. I need to sort things out first before I can come to you. And I love you so much. So here's the thing. Yeah, you are bridging two worlds, most of you. I miss you. But there is somebody really beautiful here. There's an energy, whether you're healing with someone from the past or you have someone new coming in, there's a lot of clearing, healing, but things needing to move slow coming through here, okay? My love for you is endless. Love takes effort from both of us. So, yeah. Oh, okay. So these are confirmations. So stick around if you need extra confirmation for your reading. I just saw the UK jumping out of these location cards. We'll get locations, signs, letters, numbers, some physical attributes. We have Canada. We have South America. We have Eastern Europe and China. We have younger, so someone in this connection could be younger than the other one. We have loner, we have rebel, quiet, slim, stubborn, and short hair. Okay, and for the signs and some chakras, we have Virgo, Capricorn, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Pisces. And then we have the heart chakra, the sacral, and the third eye. So yeah, this is a very intuitive, very passionate, very emotional connection with that Ace of Wands and Ace of Cups. There's a lot of passion here, but you are really going to have to use your intuition. And some of you aren't actually seeing this person physically. Some of you are just fantasizing about this person or connecting telepathically because this is like a twin flame type of thing or something like that, and you're in separation. So I do feel like there's something about clearing out your energy in order to open up to love, in order to have a new passionate beginning with whoever you are wanting that with. Okay, so we're going to get some letters here and just a few little charms, and we'll get some numbers. So we have 1, 3, and 6, and 666. No, that's 999. Sorry, you guys. Yeah, this is the end of a cycle. Yeah, 0. This is a new beginning here. And we have 3333. And we have 1111. Yeah, some of you, this has to do with a divine counterpart union or connection. Okay, so with the charms, oh, by the way, these could be ages, birthdays, important life path numbers. They could be houses related to these signs. Just take them how they fit you. So we have a treble clef. So someone could be a singer, a musician, or music could be involved in this encounter. We have the love heart. It always gives me the message that this person is like tattooed on your heart, or you're tattooed on their heart. There is love here in this connection. We have a trumpet, yeah, so somebody could play a horned instrument, or yeah, something about going out and seeing music, a concert, something like that. Also with this judgment card, there is going to be a realization, a resurrection of emotion here. There is a lot of deep emotion here with the whale's tail too. So it's like there's going to be some sort of revelation. There's going to be an expression. There's also going to be some loud, intimacy. So for the ring here, yes, some of you are choosing to move forward into a long-term commitment with this person, like really though, very, very slowly. But for some of you, you're already married to this person, or you feel like spiritually married to this person. So it's difficult for you to move on. We have this bird here. So this is giving me like, yeah, again, singer energy. But also it's like, I feel like Spirit's coming in and saying like, don't take this too heavy. Like I'm hearing like lighten up. And then we have the little $100 bills here. So somebody could be spending a lot of money here, or something about being frugal, something about self-worth, something about money is coming through. Okay, so letters. So M, D, Y, O, U, U, C, C, so double letters, double initials could be important. We have G, V, K, S, B, H, Y, again. We have, I'm here, Y again, oh no. We have another D, a Q, we have another M, we have an X, the A, J, D, R, J, and another M. Okay, so those are your confirmations. And get you an angel card to close out your reading. 555, change. Yeah, no matter what happens, this whole situation is changing. Everything is changing. Change happens outside your comfort zone. The time for change is now. The angels are whispering for you to trust your path and to learn how to walk it. Take the next step. Allow change to lift you up and guide you forward. I release all that no longer serves me as I'm guided to move outside of my comfort zone and let change in. Yeah, I definitely felt really uncomfortable during this reading. So this is something that's going to like implement a lot of change, a lot of growth, something unexpected. So yeah, letting go of what doesn't serve you anymore is really going to help you to embrace a new connection. For those of you that there's something new here that you really want to move forward with, but you're just feeling very skeptical and maybe clouded by the past. So that is your reading. Thank you so much for watching. I do personals. My email's in the description box. If this didn't resonate or make any sense, you can choose another pile or another video. This definitely has been a confusing reading today. And yeah, I wish you the best, and I hope to see you again. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Hello and welcome, pile 3. If you chose the Temple card and this heart, as well as the Why Spell Wild Reflections tarot deck, this is going to be your reading. So these are your overall energy cards for the reading. We'll get into the tarot for your for what will happen the next time you see your person, and we will get messages and advice and confirmations at the end as usual. This has been a wild video. Filming during eclipse season is just crazy. It's just crazy. So let's get into your message. The last 2 readings have been kind of overwhelming and a little bit difficult to get really a clear, like singular message. So let's see what we get from yours. So the Temple card, spiritual practices, meditation and reflection, spiritual guidance. So the next time you see this person could be at a church, at a temple, at a meditation circle. This could be somebody that you met through your religion or some sort of spiritual group. This could be somebody who you feel has a lot of spiritual gifts or abilities, or you could. But let's see what else comes through your reading here. So your overall energy, Violet Fire, number 35, transmutation, detoxification, psychic vision, constant distraction. So this could be a connection where, yeah, you may be very psychic, very spiritual. This could be a very spiritual connection. You may have had to transmute and heal a lot. You may have had a lot of negativity or toxic energy come up as a result of connecting with this person. There's an energy of, yeah, maybe you or this person has felt like this connection could be maybe a distraction of some sort, or you've been distracted by visions of this person. And the Violet Fire is working with Saint Germain, so maybe some of you work with Saint Germain or Ascended Masters, but there's been some sort of need to cleanse or detox or transmute the energies in this connection, and maybe even protect yourself, as I'm putting it under the black tourmaline. We have get creative and excite your imagination with wonder. It does feel like maybe you have your back turned from this person. One of you could be an artist, or both of you. You may have expressed your feelings for this person in a creative way is also what I'm hearing. So there could have been like art or letters drawn. Letters drawn. That's interesting. Drawing letters. That's a weird way to say it, but I was trying to say that there may have been artwork drawn or letters written, poems, things like that. There could have been a lot of emotion that needed to be expressed in a creative way as a result of this connection. Whew, okay. We have the wolf instincts. So someone could have a dog that has like a wolf breed, part wolf, but you've really had to trust your instincts and your intuition in regard to this person. This could be somebody that you feel very loyal to, even if maybe the two of you aren't necessarily able to be together right now. There's a lot of passion here. Wolves are very loyal. The lone wolf is usually because the wolf is sick or is elderly or something. It's like, even though people say lone wolf, I always feel the need to mention that that's actually a rarity. That's not how wolves are generally, like, in their community. Wolves very much look out for each other, and they're very loyal, and they stay in a family. So I do feel like this person is someone that you feel yeah, just very, very loyal to. Maybe they're choosing right now to be a lone wolf and you're feeling like bringing them into the pack. That's kind of the energy that I'm getting. We have soulmates, soul connection, partnership, soul contract, life partner. Yeah, this is a very spiritual connection. You may feel like this is your life partner. You may actually be with this person already in a commitment. There is a heavy soul contract here. We have forgiveness. Forgiveness is a release from past hurts, allowing you to free yourself from negative emotions. When you forgive others or yourself, your soul heals and new beginning unfolds. So there could be a need for forgiveness in this connection. Young, vitality, innovation, potential growth. So someone could be younger than the other. Some of you, this is just a brand new connection that feels deep, like you feel like you've known them before in past lives. So that's where that loyalty comes from. This is my soul family. This is someone that I instinctually and spiritually feel deeply connected to. There could be a lot of potential for growth in this connection. Someone could be a skier. Someone could live in an area where there's a lot of snow or mountains. I'm seeing the ocean here, so someone could live by the ocean. And then I wonder what would happen if we joined forces, collaborate. So yeah, I do feel like for some of you, it's like maybe you're at odds with each other, but it's like you're both wondering like what would happen if we actually worked together instead of like pushing each other apart. Okay. And if this is a new person for you, it's like, wow, there's a lot of potential. This is very intense. I've had to do a lot of clearing, a lot of like detoxing and opening up to manifest. So some of you are manifesting this. Yeah. And that's where this creativity came from. You're manifesting like a vision board or something like that in order to, or creating a vision board in order to manifest this connection. Okay. I can get through this reading. Well, during eclipse season, it feels like there's a giant like eclipse on my third eye. And I'm just like, oh, what's going on? So this is a normal season for everyone to feel confused and to feel disoriented and to not know what to do. That's pretty normal. So if you're feeling that way, you're not alone. Okay, so pile three's person, what will happen the next time they see pile three? Please, what will happen the next time my pile three and their person see each other? What will happen, please? The 8 of Wands. Okay, so a lot of communication, a lot of passionate communication. There's a waterfall here, so there could be, yeah, some of you, this is not going to be physically in person. It could just be communicating. It could just be texting. But it does feel like there's going to be fast, passionate action of some sort and definitely communication. So this could be very soon for some of you. We have the 6 of Pentacles. Okay, so there's going to be a reciprocity here. Someone could be getting flowers or giving flowers. Your person could bring you flowers, or you could be bringing this person some sort of gift or flowers. But I do feel like there's going to be a lot of back and forth conversation. Wheel of Fortune, Sagittarius energy here. This feels like a divine alignment here. This is the divine bringing you something that you've asked for. So this is definitely a manifestation, okay? So there is something very fated, very destined about this connection. So whatever happens when you see this person the next time you see them, it is fated. That is what I'm hearing. It is fated, and it is also, I'm hearing like you're receiving something in return for something that you've given. What will happen the next time they see them? 6 of Wands, 4 of Swords, and the Page of Wands. And the 7 of Wands. Okay. You know what? I'm going to just get your clarifiers out for this one. So there's going to be a lot of intimacy here. This video is like, a lot of people are getting together and having some spicy time. So let me just get these all out for you because something's going on here. I'm not taking reversals for your reading. Yeah, correct, Spirit? Yeah, okay. Oh. Okay. Let me This is a fated connection. This is a soul level connection. This is somebody that's very passionate about you. This is something that you've been waiting for a long time. You're just going to dive in. You're just going to absolutely dive in. There's a feeling of, yeah, a lot of truth, a lot of clarity. And there's very much like passionate communication here. This is a healing. This is an opportunity for healing. I feel like you're going to leave this connection feeling a little bit guarded, a little bit, maybe even conflicted. But at the same time, you are feeling really blissed out. This is a situation where you're not sure, is this really what I manifested? You're going to be asking yourself after this encounter, you're going to be asking yourself, like, was this it? Some of you are, yeah, you've been waiting for this for a really long time. So, I mean, this is somebody who's going to be very direct, very passionate, very communicative. There's going to be a lot of intimacy. There's going to be, but it's not like pile 2 was like mostly intimacy. This is going to be mostly conversation. This is going to be possibly even telepathic for some of you who are not in contact with this person. You could actually be at a workshop together or a classroom where you're collaborating. You could be working with this person the next time you see them. You could be, at a religious place or a spiritual group or something. So some of you are not going to be able to actually have some sort of intimacy with this person per se, but like there's going to be an energetic intimacy. You're going to feel their passion. You're going to know that they want you. You're going to leave this encounter, both of you feeling like, oh yeah, pile 3 wants me. This is a fated encounter. So some of you are meeting this person for the first time. Some of you are meeting this person for the first time, and that is why you don't really know like what to think or what to do, or if this was really, what you manifested. You're going to feel conflicted. I feel like you're going to have to leave someone behind. Some of you are meeting this person and you have someone that you have to leave behind. It's like you can't even help but just like dive into this with each other. It's like she's going off a cliff blindly. That's what the fool does, just, goes right off the cliff. But somehow it's going to be successful. And, skiers go down a cliff. Something about like just careening like right into this, and having to like stabilize and having to regroup but finding it very healing. This encounter is you're going to have to overcome there's a sense of being guarded. It's like this person is going to be very, very direct, very passionate, whether it's energetically or physically, and you are going to be somewhat guarded, and you are at the same time like really wanting this. At the same time as you're diving in, you're also putting up walls. I don't know what's going on here with you. It feels like you want this, but you also, some of you maybe are just playing coy, like you don't want this. Excuse me, there's this hard to get feeling here. Like there's going to be a lot of passion as far as like communicating. There's a lot of passionate communication, and some of it again is telepathic, but it's like you're playing coy here. Okay. It's like, this is a fated meeting with a soul mate, right? This is the one for you on a deep intuitive level, but at the same time, you're acting like they aren't, or you're acting coy or whatever. And at some point that's just that wall is going to come down. And I think that there's going to be a lot of friction. So I think there's going to be like pushing and pulling. It's almost like you are hiding from this person how much you really want to dive into this. You are trying to act cool, like I have all these options, and it's almost like you're really, really afraid of diving so deeply into this person that you try to keep your option. You want them to think that like you could walk away at any moment, and that you have a lot of options, and that you're keeping your options open, and that this is just, flirtation. Some of you really, you're just seeing this person like in a setting where it's like your whole life flashes before your eyes, like that you've had this person in the past, like memories of this person, like spiritual downloads, like just all this creativity. Like this could be an activation. So it doesn't really matter what happens in this encounter. Energetically, you're being activated. Energetically, you're going to go through like a portal of moving away from a lot of things in your past that did not align with you and moving towards what actually aligns with you. This is a brand new beginning. There's an opportunity for clarity, for honesty. But there's something about this that you find very conflicting. King of Pentacles and the Emperor. Yeah, some of you manifested a life partner soul level connection here. But it's like you're going to test this person, even though deep down inside, you know that they're the one for you. So there's this kind of, I'm holding my ground, I'm keeping my distance. But at the same time, I'm diving into this energy because I can't help it. And there will be a need to regroup. And I feel like I'm seeing him with this axe and I'm seeing her bridge. It's like this person wants to like cut the bridge. What are you showing me, Spirit? This person doesn't want you to get away. There's a lot of cat and mouse, coy, flirting. I don't want you to get away from me, but I'm going to act cool. Both of you are trying to act cool, but both of you are like super into each other. There's a lot of passion. Maybe your person is going to really, you're going to make them really fight for you. You're going to make this person like show you. They're going to have to really show you, like King of Pentacles, the Emperor, Five of Swords, yeah, Five of Cups. You're like, look, I have been let down, Queen of Swords. I have been treated like somebody's pleasure-seeking adventure. Yeah, Nine of Cups, the Devil. You are like, no, I don't want any more heartbreak. I don't want any more intimate encounters that lead to, you know, suffering. I don't just want a flirt in my life. I've had enough of that. I've had enough of that. I don't want that anymore. I only want real, stable, solid union here. So we have the 1111 card, Four of Wands. So some of you, this is a divine counterpart. And you're going to have this encounter and then, yeah, you're still just going to be really guarded. You're going to make this person fight. You're not going to tolerate anything from this person. So some of you are going to walk away from this person after this encounter and you're just going to keep moving forward with your life and you're going to allow this person to figure themselves out. And if, you know, you're just going to be like, well, I wonder what would happen if you actually wanted to, you know, show up and join forces with me instead of maybe keeping your options open or, you know, fighting with me or fighting this or denying this or, you know, not acting on your desires here in an authentic way. So this person is very passionate about you though. But it feels like maybe this is somebody who has given their passion to a lot of different people. I feel like they've given just, you know, a little bit of themselves to a lot of people. And you're like, no, this is a very serious, deep, profound, instinctual, spiritual, past life, aligned, fated connection. So it's almost like you're like, well, I forgive you for being this person, but I'm going to keep my options open as long as you're breadcrumbing me or you're silent or you're keeping your options open. Because the truth is, if you're just going to play around, I'm just going to keep my guard up. I'm going to make you fight. So this is like a kind of situation where the next time you see this person, you're going to hold them to very high standards and you are only going to accept the truth and you will turn your back on this person if they don't bring you the truth and if they aren't able to align themselves with this like soul level connection and make a choice with you. You are going to just put your guard up and you're going to go back to your own corner and get creative and do your thing and clear your energy and you know, you're going to keep waiting. But not like waiting for this person. But I mean, you are going to make sure that no matter what level of connection you feel with someone, that they fight for you and that they show up in an authentic, reliable way. So I feel like for a lot of you, the next time you see this person, what will happen is that you're going to choose yourself, that you're going to understand your worth, your value, that you are going to feel, you may be going opposite ways, right? But you both are going to be satisfied with that because there's going to be some level of healing. Like this is an activation. So whether the two of you go through these lessons, I think your person may experience some sort of hardship if they lose you, because they are going to be activated by this connection as much as you are. But I feel like you're both going to go your own way. I'm hearing that Fleetwood Mac song, You Can Go Your Own Way. Yeah, because until the both of you are ready to meet each other at the same level of maturity, of responsibility, of commitment, this isn't going to go anywhere. So I think you're going to get a lot of clarity about this person. Some of you are going to realize that this person is very self-motivated, very self-focused. And some of you are going to realize that as fun as this connection can feel, as much of an adventure as it feels, and as much as your person can mirror you and show you your own energy back, they are not ready. This is like someone who has to go through a spiritual awakening. So some of you, depending on which end of the connection you're on, the one who's already very awakened to spirit soul level connections, and the one who isn't is basically going to have to go and fight through all of their own toxicity, and they're going to have to wake up. And so you might be someone's reckoning here. If you're the one who is spiritually awakened, this person has been shot by Cupid's arrow. They are obsessed with you in a physical way. They are activated by you. They can't stop thinking about you, and they are very much going to require your forgiveness in some way, because they really had no idea that this encounter was going to happen. And so they may have had a lot of ways of behaving and behaviors that were toxic. And yeah, so yeah, they're going to have to face a lot of their karma, a lot of challenges. And in order for the two of you to be together, they are going to have to mature and level up. So what's going to happen? This person is going to be put on some sort of divine, they're like, the wheel is turning is what I'm hearing. Like this is something that they will never be able to go back to who they were before they met you. Okay. So if this is someone that you've been with for a long time and you're in separation and you come back into a brief union or communication, I do feel like it's going to be brief, and then the two of you are still going to go back into your own corners. We have broken, shattered, heartbroken, destroyed. Yes, some of you, something about artwork. Hang on. Releasing, letting go, moving on, walking away, emotional storm, turmoil, unstable, affected, and pride, arrogance, ego, stubborn. Yeah. Exhaustion. So some of you, exhaustion, distance, elusive, clinging. Okay. So the next time you see this person, I think you're going to walk away from them, because this person has either broken your heart, or they're just not stable. They're arrogant. They're egotistical. Somebody in this connection has a lot of pride, a lot of arrogance. They're unstable. They may have broken your heart repeatedly. And you're going to walk away. You're going to move towards something that makes you happy. So, because this has been a really long journey for a lot of you, and you guys have had a lot of separation and a lot of dishonesty, and maybe, there's still probably going to be a lot of holding on, obsessing, and spying if you're in like a twin flame type of dynamic, because you can't stop thinking about that person. But yeah, here's again, turmoil, trouble, unexpected, and incompatibility. So the next time you see this person, the two of you are probably going to merge your energies and then go your separate ways. And some of you, it's just, you're just going to see them energetically. You're just going to see them in your dreams. And you're telepathically connecting to this person, but this situation is still very unstable. Okay. So, but I do feel like you're going to get clarity. You're going to understand a lot. I feel like you're going to find out what you need to know in order to move on. So I do feel like you have something new coming in, and that's why you're letting go of this toxic situation, because something really beautiful is coming in. And as you forgive this person, and as you see them as an innocent soul that's going through their own lessons, and you express your emotions creatively and get out your frustrations, you're going to, you're going to be able to bring in something really beautiful. So yeah, a lot of you are like, this is some sort of closure. Yeah. So we have Aries energy with the Fool. We have fire sign, really strong fire sign energy on this reading. We have Sagittarius with the Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, there's something here about you finally being able to let this go, even if it's a very deep soul connection. So most of you, the next time you see this person, there's going to be a lot of truth revealed that's going to give you the courage, the strength, and the clarity that you need to either, some of you may want to move forward with this person, go into separation and just do the work on yourself because you crave union and you want union. And some of you are just going to let this person go and choose to have a new life, to open up to new connections. So yeah. All right. So what is your advice? And then we'll get some love messages. Courage. No one is fearless, no one, but even though I'm not fearless, I am courageous. When fear shows up, I don't run away from it. I use my courage to conquer it. My courage allows me to walk right up to that fear and kick it in the nuts, then quickly hide behind someone bigger until it goes away. You are going to have the courage to stand up for what you deserve, what you believe. Yeah. So your advice is to not run away from this, but to stand up and speak the truth. Yeah. Worthiness. I'm worthy of the ultimate happiness. I deserve and accept it. And damn it, I'm not going to feel guilty about it when I get it. Guilt is not invited to my happiness party. I won't even tell him where it is. If he asks about it, I'll be like, no, I think you're thinking of something else. And then I'll run away very quickly. Now that's interesting. So not running away. Someone's going to run away and someone is not going to run away. So someone is going to choose. I think you guys are going to choose your self-worth. And then your person's going to run away from you because you're going to walk away. You're not going to run. You're going to be like, no, this is who I am. This is what I deserve. This is what I'm worth. You know, I don't feel guilty for asking for what I want, commitment or clarity or truth, right? I'm not going to feel guilty. So Spirit is saying, don't feel guilty. Go for what makes you happy, okay? Go for what makes you happy. And maybe that's going to scare this person away. But that's, you know, you can't control what other people do. So vitality. This is in another pile too. I am healthy and vital and strong. My radiant love fills me with healthy, both of these cards came out in another pile. My radiant love of life fills me with healthy, vital, and strong cells. Each cell is a warrior. Everyone has its own sword and shield. I dare you to try and penetrate my cellular army. Didn't think so, chump. Yeah, some of you are going to kick this person out of your aura. You're like, I don't care if we have a soul level connection. You're out. We're done. So okay, an ideal partnership. I am a rare and precious find, and my brilliance will be reflected back to me when I'm paired with a true match. My ideal partnerships are working relationships. Yes, some of you work with this person. Are easy and free-flowing. I deserve greatness because I am greatness. And to paraphrase Rumi, what I'm looking for is also looking for me. In fact, he or she might be paraphrasing Rumi right now. Interesting. So, you know what? Some of you, this is really interesting. So you may want to wait for this person as far as whether or not the two of you can come into union by, you know, going into your own corner, working on yourself and growing and healing and allowing this person to go through what they need to go through. Some of you are going to move on to somebody else that's more ideal, that's a better match because you deserve better. So just take that how it resonates for you. But Spirit is saying you need to have the courage in this situation to choose what makes you happy, to know your worth, to know how strong you are, to not let anybody manipulate or, you know, coerce you or hurt you just because there's a soul level connection, and to go for what works for you. A good match. Yeah, a beautiful connection. Yeah. Okay, so you get another card. I'm connected to the multitudes and I can access their support at any time. Even a stranger offers a sense of comfort when they smile at me or make a dumb comment about the weather. Everyone is waiting to connect. All I need to do is open myself up and pay attention. Note to self, work on witty banter about weather-related stuff. Yeah, some of you are going to choose to connect with new people. And even though this is like your comfort zone to be in this cycle with this person, you're finally going to stand up and choose yourself. And this is advice, but Spirit is kind of saying because that's what the reading was saying. That's what you're going to do. So yeah, congratulations. You're going to receive an abundance of healthy communication and yeah, self-love and forgiveness. So Spirit's kind of coming through with a lot of advice. Love yourself, choose yourself. Look at vitality coming out. Whatever happens, this was fated, and it was meant to trigger an awakening and activation in you and your person, and everything's going to be fine, okay? You're going to be okay. Whether you and this person can end up together or not, you are growing. You've passed these tests with flying colors, Spirit is saying. Abundance is coming in. You know, maybe fine-tune your communication skills with new people. Get out there. Yeah, really, really love yourself. And forgiveness is a superpower in letting things go from the past. I would never tell someone they have to forgive, but Spirit is coming through and saying, if you can forgive this situation, a lot of doors are going to open for you. Okay. So let's go ahead and get your love messages, and then we'll get your confirmations. I'm taking time to find myself again. No one understands me like you do. You're my everything. No matter how hard I try, my thoughts always sway back to you. I loved you more than I let on. I miss the feeling of your body on mine. My biggest regret is not telling you how I really feel. I treated you like an option, and I'm sorry. I became numb because I refused to take accountability for my behavior. I want to break this no contact. I'm disappointed in myself for letting you down. I'm wrapped up in unhealthy coping mechanisms. Yeah, this person is not really super healthy right now. Two of you may, I mean, if you're in a counterpart journey, then you are mirroring unhealthy behaviors. So it's about both of you healing. It's not about blaming. They are just a distraction. You may have messages in pile 2, although that pile was very confusing. I'm afraid you'll forget about me, but I wouldn't blame you. And I'm grateful that you came into my life. Yeah. Okay, and what other? Hang on. These? Okay, just a few of these. My world. You mean the world to me. Everything revolves around you. I keep you in mind when I'm making decisions, and I include you in all of my plans. Every action, every dream. I love doing life with you. You mean so much to me. Without you, I feel like nothing. This person has a very strong connection to you. And so even if they're denying it, they're still, yeah, this person, they do feel really, really empty inside over whatever has happened here or what will happen. Communication. I need to talk to you and feel you close. I want to reach out to you. Please be open to receiving communication from me soon. Your response will encourage me greatly, and I'll be waiting to hear back from you. Yeah, I do feel like the two of you need to communicate, but there is a potential for fighting here. Karmic battles. Yeah. I'm releasing what no longer serves me. Please be patient with my process of growth and change as I come into my power. I'm making sure that everything is in alignment so I can be with you. I'm severing my ties with karmic situation and completing cycles. Wow. Unique. You are unique and special, and I have never met anyone like you before. You've opened me up to things that I never knew were possible. I'm so strong because of the power of our love. You've opened my heart to the truth, and I'm very grateful for all the lessons we both are learning now. Yeah, you activated this person for sure. Okay, so confirmations, locations, attributes, signs, a little angel card to close out the reading, some initials, letters, numbers, that sort of thing, and a few charms to close out the reading. So if you need extra confirmations, this is your part. So we have South America jumping out. We have Eastern Europe. We have Japan and Mexico. And these don't have to resonate, you guys. This is just extra confirmation. Okay. Someone has a deep voice. Someone might feel like they're very plain. They're not very showy, just kind of simple. We have cheerful, brown eyes, freckles, gray hair, hazel eyes, and they're telling me to split loner and loyal. Yeah, like you, it's interesting because like on a soul level, the two of you are very loyal to one another, but there just seems to be issues in the physical where there's, you know, where loyalty is concerned. Okay, so some signs here. We have Taurus, Gemini, Scorpio, Capricorn, and Pisces, and we have the solar plexus and the third eye. So yeah, you've really had to put your foot down is kind of what I'm hearing. There's a need to remain in your power. And this has been an intuitive activation. This has been a connection that has pushed the two of you to your limits is what I'm hearing. So you're being forced to grow and change and face your shadows. Yeah, there's been like an illumination of shadows here. Okay, let me just get the rest of this stuff out here. Okay, so we have 1, 4, and 7. We have 4, 4, 4, 4. So we got a lot of 4s here. So yeah, there's some sort of like foundation that needs to be established before this connection could come into union, because there's a massive amount of transformation and healing that has to occur before this can be stable. We have 1, 1, 1, so new beginnings. 2, 2, 2. Yeah, again, something about stability and balance is really highlighted here. We have another 4. Look at all those 4s. That's really interesting. So 4s could be super important. We have this little orange sunflower. Sunflower by Post Malone was in the community feed, but I already deleted it because I just follow my intuition on that. So that song could be important, but you are very bright. You're very beautiful to this person. We have these 2 interlocking hearts. So yeah, the 2 of you are very deeply connected. We have this teddy bear. So somebody may have given someone else a teddy bear. This person finds you very cute, very sweet. You could want children with this person, or something about bears could be important. The shell came out, but it is on this side. So there's a lot of, the 2 of you are not ready to open up to each other. I feel like there's a resistance to being vulnerable on one or both sides. There's a level of just feeling like things are too sensitive. So I do feel like there's an energy of being closed off to this. Someone could live by the ocean. And then we have this treble clef, so there could be a musical connection. You could hear songs that make you think of this person. Somebody here could play an instrument. Yeah, you might have, again, messages in pile 2, I keep hearing. But good luck with that reading. I need to watch this video because I don't think I made any sense, but you know, I always seem to make sense even when I don't think I do. So there's something about things really being confusing for people right now in their connections and having trouble making sense of like heads or tails, what's up or down, what's right or wrong. So that is coming through here. So J, U, N, June could be an important month for some of you. Z, yeah, and these numbers could be like ages, birthdays, all kinds of things. You could, you know, someone could be 47 or 44 or whatever. So take them how they fit you. Y, E, did I say Z? So J, U, N, Z, Y, E, K, another Z, a G, an A. Yeah, EKG, somebody might have a heart condition. We have another E. We have another Y. We have an R, P, E, S, D, C, H, another C, I, an M, and I think that's a D. Okay, so that's those, and let's get you an angel card to close out the reading. 444. That's interesting because pile 1 was 666, pile 2 was 555, and pile 3 is 444. So some of you may have like a progression of this entire video. Yeah, and so many 4s. So yeah, you are being protected by the divine. This connection has to go through a massive transformation. So just know you're being protected. This is your time to take confidence in all that you pursue. The divine universe is working through you and protecting you. The time has come to allow the doors of opportunity to welcome you with open arms. I feel the loving care of the divine protecting me. I allow myself to pursue growth and opportunity. Ooh, I made it through this whole video, yay. And if you made it through this reading and it resonated, thank you so much for watching. Please do like, share, comment, and subscribe. It really helps my channel. I do personals. My email's in the description box. If this didn't resonate, you can choose another pile or another video. And I appreciate you being here today. Thank you so much. And I hope to see you again. Bye-bye.